Would you say success looks like for this industry?
Just look outside the bubble of what the arts industry or sector is. Look for the gaps in our industry. We don't have providence. We don't have enough collectors within Nigeria sharing their work with museums. We don't have upkeep of museums. These are things that are harboring our history for our children to take in and be proud Nigerians.
Deena is the founder at TAF Marketplace. Today we're going to delve into how the art market works.
TAF Marketplace, we just act as the medium between artists and collectors. And our niche is making sure that art is accessible to everybody and that artists have access to international and local consumers of their products.
And Deena is also going to take us through her music career ever since you started collecting art and you gone back to music.
When you love something, you just love it. So I've released 8 EPs in total, and I haven't made money. The money I've put into music, I've never made back.
Hi Deena, how are you?
I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Same here. Can you take us through your journey as a founder of TAF and tell us what TAF Marketplace is about?
The TAF Marketplace, we currently operate as a manual marketplace, meaning that we have roughly 700 artists under us currently, but we don't operate as a gallery. And we have clients from about 36 countries right now, and we just act as the medium between artists and collectors, and our niche is making sure that art is accessible to everybody and that artists have access to international and local consumers of their products.
Oh, nice. How did you come about TAF? How did you know that this was the point for you to start TAF? I know that you were into music at first. We'll go back to that the music conversation as well. At what point did you know you were going to switch from music into TAF, into art?
I don't think the switch really happened until... The switch still hasn't really happened. So TAF started 5 years ago.
Oh, wow.
It actually wasn't called TAF, something else, but it started during the pandemic. So the last show I did, I had moved into a new apartment and I used that money to buy art.
Okay.
Then when lockdown happened, I was like, I'm not going to get shows, and what can I do to just make money? And I just tried to... I posted my art pieces that I had just bought for myself.
Wow.
And then they sold.
Wow.
And before I knew, I was like, let me try an Instagram page. I set it up, people started ordering from me, and then it just kind of started happening. But at the same time, I was trying to sell on Amazon because I really wanted
international clients.
Right. And I realized that if you register from a country like from Nigeria, they block you immediately, they suspend your account. There's a lot of difficulty.
Wow.
So I just focused on Nigeria, and then I've been working on the music and the art simultaneously for 5 years.
For 5 years.
I think in that space I dropped 4 EPs.
Oh, in 5 years?
Yeah, so I've been working on them simultaneously, but the demand is growing, and I feel like there's a lot of eyes on the art space right now, and I think that will be my contribution to the art sector.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
How do you source for your art?
So I go to markets across Nigeria. If I see someone selling on the street, I talk to them anywhere I go in Nigeria. I talk to them, I communicate with them, send me your pieces, let me see if I can find anybody that's interested in it, what's your price? And I just kind of barter that system. But I've been doing it so long now that artists come to me. So I don't really seek for artists. If anything, I'm seeking for more
clients.
Yeah, but there's so many artists in Nigeria, so they just tell each other. So yeah.
So would you say that what you do majorly now is to seek for clients? What your market strategy is seeking for more clients than even seeking for artists? So would you say that a lot of artists, you already have a community of artists that know that you do this?
The thing is that because I've been working on the music simultaneously, I didn't allow the business to grow as it could. So for example, we don't run ads, but we have orders every month.
Wow.
So now is just the time that I'm now saying, okay, I'm ready to expand our horizon and allowing for more clients. we can now build the infrastructure to allow us to facilitate certain numbers of orders per month or per week. So I'm just having to build the infrastructure now.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
I know that this industry is. Are you good?
I'm just having flashbacks of my work.
I know that the art industry is an industry that is not so in the limelight like that, right? Like a lot of people don't know so much about the art. You have to be a lover of art to know about art, right? Who don't see the value that art brings. How do you communicate this to people who don't even know art? How do you market yourself and put yourself in the marketplace? And this is also going to help an entrepreneur out there too as well, to know how they can position themselves to get clients, and not just clients, international clients as well.
I think that's such an interesting question, and nobody has ever asked me that before. I think first of all, like I said, our USP is affordable art.
Okay.
So before Naira exchange rate and all that nonsense, we had pieces as cheap as like 27,000.
Wow.
One pieces that, you understand? The artist was happy, the person buying it too is happy. Now our average price is much higher. It's still very big. We can still get you something less, but we try to be affordable so that everybody, even if you thought art was a pretentious thing, by the time you buy a 200k painting and you put it in your space and you see how that makes you feel, chances are you're coming back.
Yeah. Nobody
ever buys art from us once, you know. And then also, I know who my target audience is. I'm not necessarily. I mean, art is a luxury at the end of the day. So if you buy Lululemon, you can probably buy art from us. If you like to collect, I don't know, jewelry, handbags, that kind of stuff, you're probably going to come to us. But then also, thank God for the internet. International buyers are not hard to find. You just need content.
You just need to be positioned well for them to see.
You just need to post the work you have, and luckily we have so many artists. So posting art is really not a problem. There's options for you guys. Scroll. So I don't think that it's being. I mean, the people that value it are definitely buying, and they are also influencing others to buy. You know, I've made my mom an art collector. My mom, well, she had art before, but I've put her into it deeper. You know, I'm family and friends, and everybody's like, okay, it's a good way to preserve a moment in time or culture where you were. So it's just.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I love to hear that. Your piece is also, you're putting it into the family, and
yeah, for sure.
Your family, were they in support of going into the art industry when you told them about it?
You know, it's not even something that I consulted anybody about. It just, I'm literally in my bedroom and I'm just like, let me just run this idea.
Yeah.
And it just kept expanding, and I've been independent for a long time. I don't really. I mean,
hear you.
I'm trying to make money.
I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you clearly. How about how do you see the future of art? That art is something, like you said, is luxury, and it's not something a lot of people know about, right? So what kind of future do you see for like an African woman who's an artist and also an entrepreneur?
So I'm so lucky to work with so many women dealing art. I work with painters, but I also work with women who trade art as well. So who have shops, who are collecting arts from like different places. There's, oh God, how is her name evading me right now? I met her maybe a year into my sourcing art. I think she has like 4 shops now. The amount of artists that she's also empowering through her own network is just amazing to see, and it's creating income for so many women. It's giving opportunity to women, really and truly. It's a safe space, because maybe it's limited of me to think like this, but when you are amidst people that trade intellectual property to an extent, creatives who bring things from their mind into reality, the feeling of those kind of people tends to be different. It's more respectful. it's more communal. It's you get, and I think that space in itself is lovely for women. I feel like I know so many art dealers, you know, and I just feel like I'm one of them, and that's my community as a woman. I've never felt like uncomfortable or undermined. So I think it's a phenomenal space for women. If you look at Nigeria, you look at what Tokini Peterson is doing at X.
Oh yeah,
she's a woman commanding so much space, and the galleries that you see within there's a lot of women. So it's a trickle down, and I think we're passing culture on. They're passing culture on. It's just really so nice.
I love to hear this. I would say that art is beautiful. Like, art is emotional. It's something that you connect with. It's not just a painting. It's not a random painting. It amazes me when just a very little stroke of brush, there is a story to it. Initially I'm like, oh, it's just a stroke, you know, just draw it like this anyhow, but like there's a story to it. Do you ever connect with your art? Like, do you ever, like, you know, want to know the meaning of an art when you collect art like this?
I feel like with some artists, you know, you look at a piece of work and you realize that there's complexities to it. Let's say there's a painting I saw by a friend of mine. It was half man, half horse. But the man was like a Yoruba person with tribal marks, and the skin tone was... And I was just like, explain what I'm looking at. You know? And then he went so deep into Yoruba mythology and the Ori and so many things. I was just like, wow, that's so beautiful. But I have a painting by this person that is just 3 children playing on a living room floor. And I tell you that every time that painting has been in my house for like 3-4 years now. But every time I look at that painting, I'm just like, wow. Something about it just speaks to me. I don't know if it reminds me of my siblings. I don't know what it is, but I think art is supposed to favor your biases.
Yeah, that's the one. That's it, actually.
It's supposed to favor your biases. So
So yeah, let's talk about music a bit.
Okay.
Let's go into your music career a bit. Ever since you started collecting art, have you gone back to music?
Yeah, so I have dropped 5 EPs in that space of time since I've had TAF. Yeah, I never stopped working. I mean, music is my soul.
When last were you in the studio?
I haven't been in the studio for a year now.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and it's like really like...
Is that intentional?
It's definitely very intentional. The music industry is a beast of its own. And I think when I came in, I was so young and so naive, and I didn't understand business. I just wanted to sing and perform on stages. But I realized sometimes in difficult ways that it's not sustainable. But I also had laid some foundations that had to be excavated and relayed. So I feel like I'm just currently for my music, a rebirth.
A rebirth. Oh.
Yeah.
But it's something you get back to.
Oh, want that. I mean, I have so much unreleased music, you know, but I want to just give TAF an opportunity
to grow.
Yeah, so...
Okay, we're talking about struggling as a creative and the business part. Well, how would you say that with TAF, right? Would I say it's a talent, it's a creative talent to be able to collect art pieces, know the kind of art pieces you collect, and, you know, the kind that you put in the market, right? And the type of marketplaces to position this art, right? How are you monetizing your creativity with TAF? Okay,
so I think I just have a love for beautiful things, and again, things that are pulled out of people's imaginations. When it comes to selecting art, as long as it looks like there was intention behind it, you can come up on our platform. That's really it. But as far as expressing the creativity, we curate buildings, for example.
Oh, nice.
Like, you know, I've done an apartment building 10 times, and, you know, I take 3 pieces that I think look beautiful together, and I do that across different apartments and whatnot. I think that's the only way I really can say that I'm creative. But I do think that being a creative has built very, like, delicate bonds between me and the artists, because I understand the plight of an artist, the notion of being a struggling artist and kind of like fearing to repel people because you want to make money, you know. So, and then vice versa, I've also learned a lot from them. The ones that like are very unapologetic, Like sometimes I see art and I'm just like, I have no idea what I'm looking at here. For real. And I'm just like, but your mind is twisted. Or, I respect that. I can see that there's small lines that you drew, that it took time. So there's a lot of thought behind it. So I was able to apply that to my own music as well, not be so self-critical and think, they say that I need a song that is radio friendly, or I just do what I want now. I'm learning to do what I want more, trust in my inner magic. I know that my community will find me. Everything is alignment. The same way you're looking at a painting and like, what they do here, somebody is going to see that and pay so much for that. So value yourself as you're very right, as you want to, and your people will find you. That's just it.
What would you say success looks like for this industry? What are those goals that that a young person who is coming up in this industry should look up to?
I think just look outside the bubble of what the arts industry or sector is. I feel like there's so much, although it's required and it's required sometimes, but that whole outdated, let's go and sip wine and
cut out,
just it's, please, let's rapido. Like look for the gaps in our industry. We don't have providence. We don't have enough collectors within Nigeria sharing their work with museums. We don't have upkeep of museums. These are things that are harboring our history for our children to take in and be proud Nigerians, So just look for the gaps and fill them in. I think that's just it. It's going to take a lot of visionaries working at the same time to make this country a better place and an idealistic place.
What would you say, like, collaboration has helped you to achieve in
this art market?
Ain't
no collaborations, baby. It's on me. Ain't no collabs. But I mean, as we expand now, open to collaborations.
Thank you so much for this conversation. Any words you like to put out there?
If I have any final words, is love thy neighbor as you love thyself. That's it.
That's really a good one. Love thy neighbor as you love yourself. Love is ultimate, to be honest.
Honestly,
that's just it. That's what Christianity is. I'm a Christian, so love is Christianity. Love is Jesus Christ. Love is God.
Yes.
God is love. Just
exactly.
Love thy neighbor as yourself. Thank you so much, Deena.
Thank you for having me.
I'm so excited to have you on today's episode.
Thanks. Yes.
All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. We'll catch you on the next episode. Keep streaming, keep watching, keep listening to our podcast on all our platforms. Follow, like, subscribe. Help our community to grow as well. Help us to reach other people to see this podcast. Thank you so much and have a lovely day. Good night rest. Whatever time you listen to this podcast, stay jiggy. Bye.